biggest sale of the year has cracked open its vault of city builders. Prices are tumbling, wish lists are glowing, and in the next few minutes, I'll guide you through 10 gems you don't want to miss. Stick around if you love laying roads, juggling resources, and watching tiny citizens thrive. Your next time sync might be just one click away. Let's jump straight in. Cities, Skylines. Cities, Skylines is the grand sandbox where you play mayor, traffic engineer, and crisis manager in one smooth loop. Right now, it's 70% off, about €8 or $9, and it still carries an overwhelmingly positive badge on Steam. The appeal is instant. An empty, fully 3D map waits for your first highway, zoning paintbrush, and power grid. Give the locals jobs and water, tax them fairly, then zoom down to street level to watch rush hour unfold. When congestion bites, you can redesign on the fly, drop a tram network, or add a new interchange you sketched in your head at breakfast. Thousands of free workshop mods keep the game feeling brand new. Everything from photorealistic buildings to traffic AI tweaks installs with a click. Recent patches focused on stability, and the last official expansion added hotels and tourism chains, perfect for boosting your budget without another tax hike. Whether you're chasing a chill sandbox or a deep simulation to dissect, Skylines still sets the gold standard, and at this price there's no better entry point into the genre.
When the world freezes over and mankind is...
Frostpunk. If you like city builders but wish they carried a real punch of tension, Frostpunk is the one that will keep your palms sweating. Picture a snow-blasted crater with a single coal furnace at its heart. That's your entire civilization. Streets spiral out from the generator, and every meter you build has to fight the cold. The game keeps decisions coming fast. Burn precious wood on extra houses, or upgrade the heater before nightfall. Pass a child labor law to keep production running, or risk the generator shutting down. Each choice pops up in plain language, so even if you've never touched a moral decision system before, you'll understand exactly what's on the line. The visual feedback is instant too. Homes frost over, crowds gather at your council tent, hope spikes or plummets. Right now, the base edition is a staggering 85% off, about €4.50 or $, and Steam still lists it as overwhelmingly positive. There's one main scenario map plus several shorter campaigns, and most people roll credits in 10 to 15 hours, making it perfect for a weekend deep dive. After that, there's a survival mode and 3 optional story expansions if you want more punishment. With the sequel on the horizon, this sale is an easy chance to see why everyone talks about that final decision screen.
Greetings from your not yet...
Tropico 6. Need something lighter after all that frostbite? Tropico 6 lets you play the charismatic dictator of a sun-drenched island chain, and it never takes itself too seriously. You start with a single port and a few banana farms, then zoom out to discover dozens of mini islands begging for bridges, cable cars, and pirate coves. The economic layer is friendly. Plantations spit out goods, truckers haul them to docks, cargo ships turn them into cash. But here's the fun twist. You can raid rivals for wonders like the Eiffel Tower or trade shady deals with smugglers, all while promising free elections you fully intend to rig. Because there are clear visual cues, tourists strolling the beaches, protesters waving signs, you can tell in seconds which problem needs fixing, and that keeps the pace snappy. The game's latest ecotourism DLC just hit a few months ago, but you don't need any add-ons to have a great time. The base game is 65% off, roughly €16 or $14, and holds a solid, very positive rating. Campaign missions teach you the ropes, yet the real draw is sandbox mode, where you tweak map size, starting era, and victory goals before diving in. Tropico 6 is that rare management title where failure can be as funny as success, and at this price, it's a perfect palate cleanser between heavier city builders. Surviving Mars. Surviving Mars drops you on the red planet with one supply rocket, a stack of prefab buildings, and a long list of don't forget items: oxygen, water, food, sanity. The surface is a sweeping 3D desert, but you'll carve it up fast. Drones lay cable lines, rovers ferry resources, and shiny glass domes snap together like snow globes turned sideways. Inside each dome you juggle housing, schools, and shift patterns so your colonists don't burn out. Every few sols, a mystery event nudges the story forward. Maybe alien artifacts under the dust, maybe a rogue AI. So the routine never feels routine for long. The newest Pioneer patch, released just a few weeks ago, sped up autosaves and fixed dome lag. Proof the game still gets love 7 years after launch. Right now, the base edition is 75% off, about €7.50 or dollars, and wears a very positive Steam rating. If you want a builder with steady tension but enough breathing room to get creative, Surviving Mars is an easy recommendation while the sale lasts. Banished. Banished is the stripped-down survival builder that still punches way above its weight. One developer coded the whole thing, yet it delivers a full medieval village experience. Woodcutters feed firewood to homes, hunters bring in venison, and the tailor turns hides into coats before winter bites. There's no gold or currency. Everything moves through simple barter, which keeps the learning curve low but decisions meaningful. Because the population ages in real time, you'll spot subtle problems early. Too many old workers, a crop of students graduating late, a dip in food stores ahead of snow. The look is soft, 3D with tilt-shift zoom, so you can watch the blacksmith hammer out tools or pull back and plan the next orchard. Steam shows a very positive rating and thousands of modded buildings ready to download, which helps offset the fact that the last official update landed back in 2019. Still, the current 66% discount, around €6.50 or just under $7, makes Banished the cheapest way to test your logistics nerves this summer, and it runs smoothly even on older PCs.
Fate. Fate is like a raging storm.
Against the storm. If you've ever wished a city builder would let you finish a whole settlement in the time it takes to drink a coffee, Against the Storm is built for you. Each run drops you into a lush fantasy forest just as the toxic rain clouds are rolling in. You race to gather wood, bake biscuits, and keep your mixed crew of beavers, lizards, harpies, and humans reasonably happy before the storm season hits. Runs last about 90 minutes, so the failure sting never lingers, and every victory feeds a meta-progression tree that unlocks new buildings for the next expedition. The interface is friendly, recipes are color-coded, and you can reshuffle blueprints if luck deals you a strange start. Since hitting version 1.0, the game has held an overwhelmingly positive rating, and the brand new Keepers of the Stone expansion added siege events plus fresh species perks. Right now, it's a clean 50% off, around €15 or dollars, and the developers push weekly challenge maps, so there's always a reason to dip back in. If you like the constant feedback loop of seeing production chains click together, but you also enjoy the thrill of a quick restart, grab it before the sale timer blinks out. Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. This is the deep end of city building, the place where you lay every rail tie, set every factory shift, and route every freight wagon yourself. In Workers and Resources, you take charge of a fictional socialist republic from 1930 onwards, thanks to the brand new Early Start DLC, and guide it through decades of industrial growth. The world is fully 3D, but zooms down to show individual citizens hopping on the bus you scheduled, or loading bricks at the yard you placed. Supply chains matter. A steel mill idles if coal wagons miss their slot, and a city freezes if the heating plant runs out of oil. Yet the interface lets you pause, plan conveyors in ghost mode, and unpause when the picture feels right, so the complexity never overwhelms. The game spent years in early access, surviving a messy DMCA takedown by a disgruntled modder, but launched into 1.0 last summer and now sits on a strong, very positive rating. It's currently half price, €20 or dollars, which is rare for a title that big. If you're craving a builder that rewards minute-by-minute optimization and makes every exported ton of steel feel earned, this is the rabbit hole you've been looking for. Timberborn. Ready for something completely different? Timberborn puts you in charge of a clan of hyper-intelligent beavers who have out-engineered humanity and now shape the planet one dam at a time. The landscape is fully 3D and absolutely loves water physics. Rivers swell in the wet season, crash to a trickle during droughts, and every levee or floodgate you place changes the flow in real time. That makes each settlement feel like a living puzzle. Store enough water to survive the dry spell, but don't drown your carrot fields in the process. Two beaver factions keep things fresh. One leans into cozy woodcraft, the other embraces metal and turbines. The brand new Update 6 finally added Steam Workshop support, so custom maps and buildings are exploding across the community. Despite still being in early access, the game holds an overwhelmingly positive rating, and right now it's 30% off, about €24 or dollars. If you enjoy creative terraforming and the pure joy of sending little lumberjacks scurrying along log bridges, Timberborn is a charming pickup before the sale timer drips dry. Farthest Frontier. Farthest Frontier scratches that classic, crunchy survival itch but wraps it in gorgeous detail. You drop a wagon in untouched wilderness and spend the first in-game year just keeping 12 pioneers alive, hunting deer, digging root cellars, and fencing off the berry bushes so wildlife doesn't steal breakfast. The camera swoops right down to show farmers pulling weeds or Fletchers carving arrows, yet you can zoom out and plan crop rotations that track soil fertility, heat tolerance, and even rock content. When raiders appear, the tension spikes. Suddenly, those palisade walls and watchtowers weren't a luxury after all. Recent updates streamline trading and let you queue large construction jobs without drowning in micromanagement, so the pacing feels smoother than at launch. Steam users have responded with a solid, very positive badge. During the summer sale, it's marked down 35%, roughly €19 or dollars, which is the best price to date. If you're hunting for a builder that rewards long-term planning but still lets you admire the little things, like autumn leaves blowing through town, this frontier is worth settling before the deal rides off. Dorfromantik. Sometimes you just want to lean back, breathe, and watch a tiny countryside bloom tile by tile, and that is Dorfromantik in a nutshell. You start with a stack of hex-shaped tiles in a single house, then place pieces so rivers line up with rivers, fields stretch into one golden patch, and forest edges touch just right. Every perfect match earns more tiles, unlocking little quests like grow this wheat field to 20 hexes or connect 3 villages by rail. The push and pull is gentle but addictive. One moment you're hunting the perfect corner to extend a lake, the next you realize 30 minutes have flown by. The game looks like a living board game diorama, soft 2.5D graphics with painted trees that sway as you zoom in. It runs on almost any PC, carries an overwhelmingly positive badge, and for the summer sale it's 40% off, coming in under €8 or $9. There's a relaxed creative mode if you hate timers, plus a high-score chase if you crave pressure. It's the perfect palate cleanser after heavier survival builders, and at this price, an easy add to cart before the discounts melt away. And that wraps our tour of the 10 best city builders on offer right now. The 2025 Steam Summer Sale ends on July 10th, so if something caught your eye, don't sleep on it. You've only got a few days left to grab those cuts. Let me know in the comments which game you're picking up or if I missed one you love. If you enjoyed hanging out, tap that thumbs up and hit subscribe so you never miss a bargain breakdown. Looking for your next obsession? Check out the video that just appeared on screen. It's my rundown of the best factory and builder deals in this same summer sale. Give it a click or use the link in the description and keep the savings train rolling. Thanks for hanging out and happy city building.